To another episode of Supporting Your Faith with your gal, Alicia Ann. Today we're gonna go over the Life Recovery 12-step devotional reading plan, and starting in step 1, devotional 4, we have a humble beginning. Now, our Bible reading is going to start in 2 Kings chapter 5, verses 1 through 15. If you want, you can pause the video now, go find it, and come on back and just read along with me. So, 2 Kings chapter 5 talks about the healing of Naaman. Alright, so the king of Aram had a great admiration for Naaman, the commander of his army, because through him the Lord had given Aram great victories. But though Naaman was a mighty warrior, he suffered from leprosy. At this time the Aramean raiders had invaded the land of Israel, and among their captives was a young girl who had been given to Naaman's wife as a maid. One day the girl said to her mistress, "I wish my master would go see the prophet in Samaria. He would heal him of his leprosy." So Naaman told the king what the young girl from Israel said. "Go and visit the prophet," the king of Aram told him. "I will send a letter of introduction for you to take to the king of Israel." Okay, so Naaman started out carrying as gifts 750 pounds of silver, 150 pounds of gold, and 10 sets of clothing. The letter to the king of Israel said, "With this letter, I present my servant Naaman. I want you to heal him of his leprosy." When the king of Israel read this letter, he tore his clothes in dismay and said, "Am I God that I give life and take it away? Why? Why is this man asking me to heal someone with leprosy? I can see that he's just trying to pick a fight with me." But when Elijah, man of God, heard the king of Israel had torn his clothes in dismay, "Why are you so upset? Send Naaman to me, and he will learn there is a true prophet here in Israel." So Naaman went with his horses, his chariots, and waited at the door of Elijah's house. But Elijah sent a messenger out with this message: "Go and wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River. Then your skin will be restored, and you will be healed of your leprosy." But Naaman became angry and stalked away. "I thought he would certainly come out to meet me," he said. "I expected him to wave his hand over the leprosy and call on the name of the Lord and heal me. Aren't the rivers of Damascus, the Abana, and the Pharpar better than any of the other rivers in Israel? Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I wash in them and be healed?" So Naaman turned and went away in rage. But his officers tried to reason with him and said, "Sir, if the prophet had told you something very difficult to do, wouldn't you have done it? So you should certainly obey when he says simply, 'Go wash and be cured.'" So Naaman went down to the Jordan River and dipped himself 7 times as the man of God instructed him to do. And his skin became as healthy as a young child, and he was healed. Then Naaman and his entire party, they went back to find the man of God. They stood before him, and Naaman said, "Now I know there is no God in all the world except in Israel." Our diseases are like life-threatening. Our diseases are as life-threatening as leprosy of Naaman's day. They slowly separate us from our families. They lead toward the destruction of everything that is dear to us. There is no instant or easy cure. The only answer is to admit our powerlessness, humble ourselves, and submit to the process that will eventually bring recovery. People who are hurting deeply enough will try almost anything just to find relief. For Naaman, commander of the Aramean army, looking for help from a prophet in Israel was a desperate long shot. Naaman was willing to sacrifice prestige and wealth to find healing for his terrible disease. Naaman was healed of his leprosy, but not because he was willing to offer a reward. The real issue was not how much it cost. It was more important that he went away, that he went to the only one who could really help, the one true God. It can be very humiliating to admit that we are powerless, especially if we are used to being in control. We may be powerful in some areas of our lives, but out of control in other areas, but out of control in terms of our addictive, compulsive behaviors. We may lose everything. That one unmanageable part may just infect and destroy everything else. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to watch more videos like this, hit the bell. Anyway, may you have a blessed day, and peace be with you. Bye.